to welcome Director Mike Ott back up on stage, and we've got some of the cast in attendance, and we'll do a brief Q&A.
Where is the cast? They're here somewhere. You guys want to come down? Roberto, Atsuko, Corey, Marcus, Ryan? No? No one? I think they're here.
While they're making their way down here, I have a question for you specifically. One thing I really enjoyed in the movie was all the dialogue that Atsuko had with the Little Rock inhabitants when Rintaro wasn't around, wasn't subtitled. And I really enjoyed that. And was that a conscious decision you made during the scripting phase, or something in post that you decided to do?
I mean, the idea was once Rintaro leaves, she's not understood, so we got rid of all the subtitles in the middle, and then once he comes back, then we brought the subtitles back. I mean, we kind of cheated at the end when she calls Corey, but I felt Rintaro was in her view, so it made it okay. You guys want to come over? Matt? Corey, of course, isn't here. Where is he? Yeah. You guys want to introduce yourself and say what you did?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? My name is Marcus McFadden. I played Marcus Wright in Little Rock. Yeah, that's me.
Hi, everyone. I came here from Japan 2 days ago for this screening, and this is my first time seeing this.
Hi, my name is Roberto Sanchez, and I played Francisco.
My name is Atsuko, and I played Atsuko.
My name is Ryan Dillon. I play Brody.
My name's Marty McFly, and I played Corey Zachariah in the film.
I'm Sierra Leone. I am one of the producers of the film.
My name is Frederick Thornton, and I'm also a producer on the film.
Matthew Flanos Garbo.
Are there any questions out there?
Corey ever pay back the money?
We didn't. Good question.
I have one over here. Yeah. The idea for the there you are. The idea for the film, was that something out of personal experience, or did you dream it up on from scratch? Or
Well, it started from my first film. I was traveling to film festivals and not speaking the language places, and like how kind of intimidating and daunting that is when you don't know what people are saying. And then also, I was at the same time, one of my friends made a thesis film out in Little Rock, and it was such a weird fucking place that I was like, if I think this place is weird, like what would it be if a foreigner came here? And the idea of seeing all these things in America that I think are bizarre, and how crazy it must be for someone, you know, from another country. It's kind of where it started.
Something I found interesting, I guess, once I saw the film is that everyone is kind of, they're named after themselves. And were, you know, in terms of the acting phase, was anything improv? How much was scripted? How much of themselves are we seeing on screen? You know, you guys can answer this as well.
Well, I met Corey. I was doing a documentary, and Corey showed up to the documentary one day. It was the making of one of my students' films, and Corey showed up one day, and we all started following Corey around because the whole focus of the documentary shifted. And so the first thing we asked Corey was like, "Why are you here?" And he was like, "Well, I want to be an actor and a model. I'm trying to get my foot. I'm trying to get my foot in the door." So, right, Corey? Yeah. Okay. So we went out like 2 years before we shot this, and we were shooting test scenes out in the desert, just with Atsuko, and we started thinking about ideas like, okay, she's out here, but what happens? Like, who does she run into? And we were saying like, well, how fucking insane would it be if she met Corey? And so Corey so Corey came out, and I mean, you know, a lot of it I wrote kind of after you, Corey, like what you were going through at the time. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was really cool. I had a lot of fun working with Mike, and he did write a lot of it after me, and it was funny though because we kind of became friends before we actually really started filming, and I would tell him what I was thinking or what I was feeling, and he's all like, I must get this guy on a script or in front of a camera or something, and I think it just kind of evolved from there. And from the looks of it, the turnout turned out pretty good. So thank you, Mike, for putting me in your film.
About the writing.
Well, about why you're named Atsuko and Tara.
Oh yes. I think I respond naturally to Atsuko. And yeah, and I was friends with Corey too before we started shooting Little Rock, and it was just more natural for me and Corey to be like, oh Corey, and then he gave me a nickname before the movie. He wanted to call me Otzi, and I think Mike wrote that into the film.